Ooh, are we live? I think we're live. I think. I like to think that we're live. I'd like to think that we're live. Okay, wait. Let me make sure that when I do that, okay, that's fine. I'm okay with you guys seeing the funny cat. Right, yeah, we are up and running. Let me make sure that we are live on YouTube as well. There we go, Lego Batman tier list. I'm gonna copy the link address and send that to a few of me mates. Send that to some of the boys. Da 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 da. Boom 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 boom. Okay, just gonna wait for things to kick up a little. RC Ronin 47. Hello. I'm just gonna wait a little bit so we can get a few people in the stream, and then I'll get going. Let me move that chat box. Oh wait, it's at the bottom, right? It's gonna go up. I don't really like that, but it'll work. It'll work. It's good enough. Whatever. I am apathetic to such things. Okay. So, stream is live. We got 1 viewer. Hopefully we'll get some more in a bit. I am gonna repost this link in Twitter and say live right now. Okay. If I can have like more than 0 viewers, will be good. So I'm usually live on Twitch, but I decided that today I wanted to try out being live on YouTube. So here we are. I'm excited. I hope it does good. I've been in kind of a rough patch recently. So I'm just trying to pull myself out of that, you know, trying to get moving. I hope that the thumbnail is eye-grabbing enough. I think it is. It's pretty eye-grabbing. I know that like 200 of you have notifications on, so no excuses. No excuses. Not one excuse. Oh, we got 2 viewers. Hello. I'm waiting for more people to join because I want it to be like, I want the stream to be a conversation and not just, you know, me staring at the camera lens and talking. I would like some chat interaction this stream because, like, you know, fun. I don't want to start until like I feel like it's time, but I know that the more I wait, people are gonna leave. So it's like this gamble. Any J-Slite background music? I was thinking that too, but I didn't really know like what to do, about it. So I wasn't sure like what music to use. Maybe I'll do the old 2 Dots soundtrack because that's a nice background. Let me tell you, it's gonna be really loud. Is that coming out of my shit? That's coming out of my computer. Wait, there we go. Can you even hear that? Is that him picking up? I can't even tell. Sunny, I'm hoping for a trip down memory lane. Oh yes, don't you worry. This is going to be a trip down memory lane. I have a lot of stories to tell, anecdotes and just notes about the designs. How's that music? Can you hear it? Could it be louder? Or is that good? There we go. Okay, we got three viewers now. Okay, I think that's enough for a starting point. So people that don't join early onset, they're gonna miss out. But without further ado, I'm gonna do like a proper intro for the stream now. Let me stretch. Oh, okay. Hello and welcome to the first YouTube live stream that I've done in like forever. And today we're going to be ranking every Batman related Lego set. And when I say Batman related, I'm not doing reviews or tier list of any set from the DC Superheroes line that does not include the Batman. So if Batman is not present, or in some occasions like Nightwing or Robin, but if it's like, if there's no Batman and there's no directly Batman adjacent characters, none. It's not in there. So things like the Lex Luthor mech, a lot of the Justice League ones that don't have the Batman, not in here. It's only Batman related. So without further ado, we are going to get into the tier list. And starting off, we have, I've actually got the images up here so we can actually look at them together. We've got the, like, I forget what the name of this is, but it's just like this Batman Bionicle type thing, Hero Factory. It's so ugly. It's so ugly. I don't know what it is. I think it's his mouth. I think it's like his whole jaw region. The wings don't reflect the cape very well. The Batarang, it's just bad. It's not a very popular set. I think we're gonna start off strong with a nice negative F. I think that's fair. I think we start there. Now next we have the Joker one. And I actually really like this one. It is still weird. Still weird. I can't deny that. But I think that it achieves more. Like, I like the gun. I like those transparent pieces are so cool. And I own this one. And I really liked it. The tie is a cool piece. The coattails is a nice detail. I just like all of it. And of course, again, I'll say, people in chat, feel free to pump your opinions in, because I'm interested in what you guys think. But this one is not the best. It's not the worst. It's a C. It's a C. Next, we have the Funhouse from the 2012 Wave 1 of DC Comics superheroes. This set is like near perfect. It's so good. It captures like so much of what the 2012 Batman wave sort of was. It felt like an appropriate continuation of the old 2008 or 2006 to 8 wave, but it just updates it and makes everything so much stronger. And like, yeah, the build is like kind of skeletal and stuff. I think that the color palette is fantastic. The little inclusion of the tiny roller coaster is fun. Excuse me. The little gimmick sections of the sets are so cool. Also, fun little Easter egg. Right here, for some reason on the box art, this head is the classic Riddler head and not the new Riddler head. But it's not like that in the set. You just get 2 Riddler heads. But very interesting choice there. And overall, it was just it was a really exciting time to be a Lego Batman fan, and I'll get more into why I was so excited specifically later. But overall, really solid. A few gripes I would have. It's like, I think this little section here with the wire or the rope, it never really worked because it's not fastened in any way. So it was just kind of like, it would just fall off and then Robin would fall to his death. I think this middle section could have used a little work. It does feel a little vacant. Hello, Bing. And I was never a fan of the crowbar piece just being straight up red for Riddler. I think that looks bad. But apart from that, it's a really good set, and it's hard not to love it. So I'm gonna give it A. Next, we've got the Catwoman Cycle Chase. This is also from Wave 1 of 2012's DC Comics superheroes sets. And this is a really fun one. It was a great set to like get in on the new Batman stuff because it was small, it was cheap, and it's a fun set. I really like the street lamp build. I like the removable traffic light that can sort of fall off. I think that's such a fun detail. There was a brand new newspaper print that came with that one, which is fun. Vertically spinning toes Lego. Very, very true. The Catwoman figure is really cool. I'm not a big fan of the helmet, but meh. And the Batman figure is kind of weird. He's kind of weird. His mouth doesn't really look great, but apart from that, it's a fine set. It's a fine set. I think I'll say B. Now, next. The Batcave. Also, Wave 1, 2012. This set is fucking fantastic. It's so good. It's so good. It captures the essence of what the 2006 Batcave was, but I think it improves it. I think the 2006 Batcave is fantastic as well. But this one, I think it really fits with the sort of brighter color style they were going with this. They really like amped it up for the 2012 wave at first. It felt very comic booky, and it was just fun. And I own this set. I loved it. It's so brilliant. And the only like little gripes I would have, I'm not even sure. I wish there was more. I think that would be the only thing. I wish there was more. But like the fact that they had that little mechanism where you could put the Bruce Wayne figure up here and then he would drop down in the Batman costume. Fucking beautiful. Beautiful. Like, brilliant stuff. But I also love these screens. They did a really good job. They did a really good job. The little Bane mole machine is fun, and the figures are very good in this set. The Poison Ivy figure is awesome. The Bane figure is really good, but he's only going to get better as time goes on. So, overall, I think, I think I'm gonna put it as a first S tier. I think because back then it wasn't a very expensive set, and nowadays a set that size would be, which is kind of disappointing. But oh, up next we have the Batwing and Joker Copter set, and I want to ask a question to the audience. I don't know about any of you, but one of the most like nostalgic or I guess exciting aspects of any Lego set, and I don't know why, but every time they use like a rope to make like a rope ladder, like off of this helicopter and also off the old Joker helicopter, which we'll see later, it's so cool. Like, I don't know why the rope ladder is so cool, but it hits different. There's something like tactile about it. Like he's not glued on into the vehicle. Like there's a bit of gravity and physics going on there, and I think it just makes the set more exciting that you can dangle Joker off this little rope ladder. And apart from that, this set is fucking awesome. The shape of the Batwing is good. The Joker helicopter is really nice. The minifigures are fantastic. It's a really good set. I loved this set, and I cherished it for a really long time. I'm like, am I? No, that Batwing is definitely disassembled now, but I have like a handful of sets that are still assembled back at my parents'. But overall, I think that might be S tier as well. It adds its own motion. That's absolutely true. Yeah. Is there latency? Like, how bad is the latency? I don't actually know. So I don't know how long the stream delay is. But I'm gonna put this on S2. It's a good ass set. It's a good set. Next, Two-Face Chase. 2012 edition. Brilliant set. Also, the Batmobile build is really good, especially for like a first wave Batmobile. I think it really does a good job at like portraying the character. That if the shape is sleek, it evokes a lot of the different Batmobiles throughout history. It's like 20 seconds. Ugh, okay, that's not amazing. I could probably up that, but okay, that's fine. Where was I? This truck build is so fucking cool. It's so good. I really like the Two-Face figure. It's also just a really fun playset. I just think it was ripe for opportunity. I think the fact that they had a different type of weapon on both sides of the vehicle is just, it's inspired. But my only downside is that I think the bank is a little on the small side. So, oh shit, I accidentally have... Ignore my background. My background does not exist. My background does not exist. You've never seen my background. Anyway, the only thing I would say is that the bank is a little small. So, I'm going to put it at A tier. Alright, we're going to be going back in time now. The Batman Dragster from 2006. I owned this set as well, and I love it. It's... Who else would have thought of a Batman Dragster? So unnecessary. Like, so ridiculously unnecessary. I think that this overall is a better set than the revamped version, simply because Batman actually gets a vehicle as well. And I love the way that Catwoman looks. I think the old Catwoman helmet is just a little bit stronger. Those eyes have such a beautiful profile. And man, the little cat eyes on the front of the bike adds a lot. And we'll talk about this more as we go through the 2006 sets, because it's going to be pretty much just 2006 for a little bit. But the way that the box art looks on these is so good, and I can't wait to show you more if you've never seen them before. The way they like shade them, it's just got this like really fun grit about them, which I really enjoy. But Batman Dragster, Catwoman Chase, we're giving that an A. Next, we have the Batboat Killer Croc Chase set. I did not own this one. I wanted to own this one. The box art, oh, it's so good. But this set is so wicked. It's so cool. Like, normally I feel like it would be so goofy for Killer Croc to have a, you know, a jet ski, because he's Killer Croc, right? But I don't know, man. I think it's just, maybe it's the tone they used for the Croc. I think if the Croc like jet ski was the same color as him or vice versa, it would look goofy. But I think the fact that he has a more like gritty muted green on the vehicle is really fun. And the Batboat just looks good. Like, that's the same Batboat that they use in the video game, and it's a lovely shape. It's cool. It feels like authentic to the character. I really enjoy it. Overall, like, I didn't own it, so I can't really say that I would put it at S. Although I'm gonna go against myself on that later, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's an S tier. It's a good set. It's a good set. Next. Alright. We've got the Two-Face Chase from 2006. And I also did not own this set, and I desperately wanted to. I thought this set was so cool as a kid, and I wanted to get my mitts on it, but I never could. There's so much to like about it. I miss these. You know these old like darts that they don't put in any Lego sets anymore. Those things were so fucking cool. Like, they hurt too. Like, they had some velocity behind them. But overall, I think this set is really strong. The Two-Face figure is iconic, obviously. It's hard to forget how iconic it is. The classic like 1980s Batsuit look for Batman is really cool. Again, something about the box art is just like so engaging for some reason. I don't know. They just don't do it like this anymore. These have some sort of like, they have tact. I guess that's how you say it. I just feel like you can actually like touch them and understand. And I think they put like a color grade over it because it just makes the sets look so much cooler. But overall, this set, the play features are like kind of weak. Like they're not really doing anything amazing. But overall, I think it's a fun set, and I like the gimmick of it being a bank vehicle that has one of the coins scratched out. Cool detail. I'm gonna put that in. I'm gonna put it in A. It is a good set. Next, we've got the classic Joker Copter Batwing set. Again, unfortunately, did not own this set. Wanted to desperately, so bad. But like, looking at it, honestly, I'm kind of glad I didn't. The builds do feel a little weak. Just like they look great and the figures are awesome. And like overall they look really well, but when I'm looking at them, they kind of look like they're very structurally weak, and like it wouldn't be fun to handle or play with them as much. They would probably look amazing on display though. Again, the rope ladder, and this one was so cool because they made sure the rope was really long. It is cool. It is a cool looking set, but overall I'm not blown away by it. I actually think that the remastered one is better overall. So I'm gonna throw that in. I'm gonna give it a C, just to be like a bit brutally honest, because I feel like I promise we will get into the lower registers eventually, because there are some dog ass sets in this line. So don't worry, it's not all positive. It's not all. Don't worry, you'll get to see me be pissy later. So, all right, 2006 Batcave, fucking cool set, neat set. I think I was about to say the only downside is that like it has characters that are all from previous sets, but that's actually untrue. When this set came out, the Mr. Freeze and Penguin figures were not available anywhere else, and they were made available 2 years later. So with that considered, at the time, this set must have been because I wasn't a Lego Batman fan at this time when these sets came out, but I can't imagine being a fan at this time. It must have been so mind-blowing to see these characters in a set like this. And like, yeah, it definitely is a 2006 Lego set in the fact that it's like not extremely advanced and not very detail heavy. It's definitely more like, it's more going for a vibe rather than little details, which I think Lego does a lot better now. They hit like those detail marks a lot better. But overall, it's a really cool set. The Alfred figure, having that is awesome. I like this whatever vehicle this is, although it's actually not being piloted right now. They should probably sort that out. And these screens, man, oh, like anyone who's like an animation fan or a Lego Batman animation fan, this particular Batcave facade is unforgettable because of Forest Fire 101. Like, in the deep dark lair of the Batman, this is that, and it's unforgettable. You just oh my god, guys. So fun fact for you, and keep an eye out for this. Obviously, for the most part, these sets were rendered, of course, in 3D, when they do the box art and stuff. And sometimes you can find mistakes, like the chains here. You see that the chains would not do that, but because it was really rudimentary 3D like puppetry, they just didn't bother to like make them obey physics, which they try to nowadays, but on occasion you can actually see them just completely mess up in instruction booklets and on the actual product pages, which is really cool. It's fun to find. But overall, we're going to say for... Why is there just a big string going across? What is that? That's weird. Anyway, so I'm going to skip this song. Okay. Overall, I think I'm going to say 2006 Batcave. We give it an A. It's a really good set. Now, next, we have the 1989, is it 1989 or is it just, I think it's just this, like, Creator Plus Batmobile. I am not a fan of this. But what I am a fan of is the precedent, or, like, how it compares to the future ones that we're going to see. Like, this is one of the, at least to my knowledge, one of the first, like, big display pieces for a theme that, well, like, wasn't Star Wars. And it's definitely one of the first that, like, was a vehicle. So it's kind of a trendsetter in that way. But I think the build is, like, kind of bad looking. I don't know how I feel. I think that when they do vehicle builds, covering up as many studs as possible is ideal. And we'll see that in effect later. But I think it's just a little too stud heavy. It definitely feels like an older Lego set. There are a lot less versatile pieces than there are now. But overall, it's still a fine set, so I'm going to give it a C. Next, sorry, I'm going to take a drink. I'm going to take a drink. So, next, we have the Arkham Asylum from 2007, I think? I think it came out in 2007 or 6. And this set, I wanted this set so bad. Oh, I pined over this set for like 4 years, and then a new Arkham Asylum set came out a couple of years, I think a year into the 2012 wave. My big bro had a set, he was a big collector. I can't believe he sold his Legos not knowing the rarity. No! What? Wait, are you talking about the Batmobile or are you talking about the Arkham Asylum? Oh, either way, that is sad. Oh, because this set is hard to get. It's so expensive now. And it's such a good set. I really like it. I think overall it's only like 4 pieces, the whole thing, like, because the majority of those roof pieces are just like massive. But I think it's just a really iconic set from the era of 2006. Like, it's got that sort of skeletal, rudimentary, almost Mega Bloks, not to put him down, but like almost like Mega Bloks in the way that like they're hitting all the marks they need to, but like it's kind of doing the bare minimum. But I think overall it's still a really solid set. The vehicle build is good. Nightwing, having Nightwing in a set was mind-boggling. Like, it wasn't even we didn't even think it would be a possibility, but Lego will do anything. Hello, Callum. But overall, really, really good set. I really enjoy it. I wish I could have owned it, but meh. I'm gonna give it a B, because it's not, like, for nostalgia it's great, but in quality it's fine. Next up, we got the what is this? The Scarecrow biplane. I don't know. This set is so hard to come by. I of course did not own it. The glow in the dark Scarecrow head I always thought was an interesting choice, but overall this set is pretty cool. I like that's a very rare minifigure, so anyone who owned that was probably like super chuffed. Because that is a hard minifigure to come by. But overall, I do really like this set. I think it has a lot of really fun and just like nice detail. I like that there's actually like a fuel cap and there's actually a sticker on the cockpit, because sometimes they just don't bother. Having the little sticker on the back wing here is cool. And overall, like, the build is not you know, it's not breaking any ground, but it's good. It's a good build. I like the engine, but hard set to find. Never gonna find that. Hello, Dan. He sold the Batmobile, the Catwoman polybag, and the Batman and Robin jet ski, as well as some old Star Wars Clone Wars Lego sets. Damn. That's unfortunate, man. Well, with that being said, this one, it's another fine one. I wish I had owned it, but I think I'll put it at B. Next up, we've got... Oh, that is not the order that they're in. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, I will just have to, let me close this and I'll find it. Next up should be this one. Yeah, okay. Here we go. So, next up is the 2014, I think? I think this is 2014 Arkham Asylum Escape set. And this set is brilliant. So, I have a fun story about this one. Or not fun, but amusing. When I got this set, I was building it, and I was having some trouble because the instructions were just wrong. Like, I was following them, and it just wasn't working. And I broke into tears, and I had to take a, like, hour break. And then I looked back at the instructions, and I had done the entire top floor wrong by 1 brick. So I had to undo everything and, like, put it back, because it was super intricate and stuff. But, so that was frustrating. But this set is so good. It's so good. Like, look at this gate. Like, they put so much effort and, like, design work into just this gate alone. It's so nice. It's a great display piece. The vehicle looks fantastic. The building looks fantastic. It looked so good on display. Like, I remember this is one of those sets that I kept together for a really long time before I finally took it apart. I quite like the minifigures. It was super exciting to get I can't speak, Scarecrow figure. He was a long time coming. A little disappointing to get just another Poison Ivy, another Penguin, and another Joker. But it was neat to get a Harley in there. But overall, good set. Very good set. So I will be putting that in S tier. Because it is. It is an S tier set. Next, we have... Ignore my background. My background isn't important. It doesn't matter. Next, we have the 1989... I think it's minifigure scale, and if it's not minifigure... Yeah, it is. This is the minifigure scale 1989 Batmobile. It's fine. I didn't actually know this set existed until I was making this tier list. So, looking at it, like, objectively, I mean, yes, it do indeed look like the 1989 set, but I think compared to the larger one we're gonna see later, it's just kind of like, eh. I just don't really get anything out of it. Like, I don't get much excitement out of looking at it. It's not a bad set, but it's just like it's like a C tier set for me. I don't really care. Up next we have the Joker Escape, which is based on a scene from the Lego Batman movie. And this is obviously from the Lego Batman movie line. This set, yeah, it's like, I mean, this is kind of unnecessary. Cool, but unnecessary. But realistically, it's all about these figures and this jetpack build. Like, that's what it's all about. And it's such an iconic moment from the movie, and it's like, God, this movie's amazing. It's like, Rowan, shut up. This set it's just good. It's very accurately recreated from the film scene. I'm pretty sure, like, it's piece for piece, like his jetpack. Like, there's nothing different about it. Maybe minus a few balloons, but overall, really cool set. I'm gonna put it in B because it's small. It's nothing really crazy. Up next we have Mr. Freeze. I don't know the name of this set. But this is the Mr. Freeze Lego Batman movie set. I really, I don't know how I feel about Mr. Freeze is one of the designs from the movie that I actually wasn't a big fan of. And I don't really know how to feel about the set. It just feels kind of empty. I think it could use a little more. But, I mean, the Mr. Freeze mech is fine. It's kind of basic. I don't know. Again, I don't really get much out of this set looking at it. It's just another kind of fine one. So, for that reason, I'll probably slap it in like C tier. I do like it, but it's not. I don't hate it, but it's just fine, which is yeah. Now we've got the Catwoman chase. One of the very few sets that you'll see that does not actually contain Batman in this tier list. But it contains Robin and Batgirl, so I think it counts. Again, it's not that great. The Catwoman figure is awesome. But the Batgirl and Robin figures... Am I Aussie? No, I'm British. It completely threw me off my train of thought. No, I'm not Aussie. I am British American. So, I was born in the US and I moved to Britain when I was a child. And now my accent is an amalgam. So, fun. But... this set is kind of bad. The cycle looks kind of weird. The build is boring as hell. Only one of the minifigures is rare, and I'm like, I won't say it because I'm not sure, but like, that might be the only, like, there might be another instance of Catwoman somewhere. So if she's in another set, then this is pretty much a dud set. And the reason I'm saying that is not really to put it down. It's just like a lot of the Lego Batman movie sets did not sell well, because a lot of the smaller sets are like this, where they just aren't very remarkable. And then they, on occasion, have these giant sets in the Lego Batman theme that all do really well. And this is just one of the cases of the ones that it's like a small set that went right under the radar, made no money, just wasn't really a successful set. So with that said, I'm putting this in D tier. It's bad. Next up, we've got the Riddler sports car. Now, before I talk about anything else, I just want to say that we have him here today. Here he is. I have him in my possession. The little shop front is so ugly. It is so ugly. But so yep, I have this one right here. In relatively mint condition. I swapped out the wing mirror pieces because I wanted to use those zipline holder pieces in my own stuff way back when. But this set, it's not very fulfilling, I'll say that. The car is cool, but it's not a very fulfilling set. The figures... yeah, I do have background music. The figures in this set are very cool. The Calendar Man figure is awesome. The Riddler figure is really good, although I'm not a fan of the hair hat piece. I just don't like the long orange look. I don't think it looks that good. And the face is kind of weird, but the suit piece is brilliant and the cane is cool. Kite Man is awesome to have in a Lego figure, and Magpie is mid. She's just kind of a lame figure. But overall, it's a fine set. I'll slap it in B. Next up, we've got... yeah, the Riddler staff is slay. But this is the Clayface Mayor attack. I don't know any of the set names really. But this set is fucking wicked. Like, they carried this character's design over from the movie so well. And I have a big rant about another Clayface figure or creation that... oh, why is my subscription that? That's not correct. I'm gonna go fix that right now. Wait a second. Why did it look like that? Huh? Why did it look like that? Test subscriber. Is it really? I just did another test. Why he look like that? You little bastard. Did it reset all my donos and shit? I hope it didn't. Oh. Well, let me put it back. Save settings. I gotta check my donos now. Okay, it didn't reset my donos. Okay, that's good. Okay, I've saved it now, so if I throw myself another test sub. There we go, much better. Okay. Although it doesn't have the right sound effect, but I'll live. So, yeah, this set is fucking cool. It's just a good set. I think it could maybe do like a little bat vehicle. I think him just being alone is kind of weird. Doesn't really give him anything to do. But this set is really, 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 really good. Lego Batman movie sets weren't all that great to me. I only like the minifigs. The sets were the only great are the ones where you have a single one showing one scene from the movie. It was cool. Yeah, and we'll see some like that later. Like, especially the Joker Manor set, which will be a bit later. So, overall, this is a really cool set. I think Batman could be doing a little more, but the Clayface build is ace. So, I'm going to put him in A tier. Alright, we are back to 2006. So, let me zip back over to 2006 for a bit. So, we've got the Bat Tank, Bane, and Riddler set. The fact that this set exists is mind-boggling to me. Getting a bat tank that early in the wave? Pretty immaculate, honestly. It's a great build. I can't imagine owning this set because, like, doing every single tread of that tank. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. But also the box art is really, like, freaky and cool, and I like it. But, I don't know. Like, the tank is really cool, but the rest of the set is like, kind of lame, in my opinion. Something's wrong with my chat. Let me refresh my chat. Okay. But overall, I think it's a really, I think it's a really solid set. Overall, like, from this perspective, but I think the rest of it is kind of, not very special. I think I'm gonna have to put it at B, because like, the tank is good, I don't think the rest of it is very good. Oh, excuse me, damn. Ugh. Up next. Who do we have next? Oh. I love the background just being a photo of some trees. Yeah, it is. It is kind of like vintage and cool. Now, at first, you might think I'm going to say this set is bad. And it is. But it's also really good. So the reason that it's bad is pretty self-explanatory. This set is tiny, and neither of the builds are very impressive. But the reason it's good, and also, holy shit. Did you see that? What's going on with him? What, is he okay? Anyway, I've got more to talk about box art later. But the reason that this set is good is because this is the cheapest way to get that version of the Mr. Freeze figure. Because like I said earlier in the stream, the only way to get your hands on this prior was by owning the Batcave set, which was hard to come by. It was a big set. It was expensive. So it's a nice cheap alternative for the people that really want that figure. So with that considered, it's also a B tier set. It's B. It should have been a polybag. I agree. Shouldn't have been a mainline wave set. Now, the next set is very special to me. This is the Robin Scuba, or Penguin Submarine Robin Scuba, whatever. This is the first Lego set that I ever owned. And to this day, I don't think there are very few sets where I've had as much fun building it as this. I don't know what about it. It's not a great set, really. Like, the vehicles are really good. I think it did what was needed of the Lego Batman like theme back then. And it is a really, I really like it. I think the color scheme on Robin's vehicle is like perfectly laid out. The Penguin vehicle is really cool. The Penguin figure is really cool. The little penguins are really cool. It's just a good, I think it's a good set overall. The only thing I really didn't like is the fact that they threw the Christian Bale design on the box art. It just didn't line up. It looked weird. But the nostalgia, like this, anyone who's here watching my animations, then good for you, IR. Anyway, anyone who's watching the stream right now who likes my animations, this set is the reason we are all here. Like, if I did not own this set, I don't know if I would ever be animating Lego, because this set started it all. Like, really started it all. Cool ass set. Cool ass set. So with that said, I'm putting that in S tier because nostalgia, you know. Up next, the Harley Quinn monster truck set. Now this one's really good as well. I really like this set. Again, also, what the fuck? Bro, they are driving in like a liminal space. I could crop that and that would be a liminal space. Look at that! Look! Are you kidding? That is freaky. I don't like that. But overall, I think her half of the set, like Harley's half of the set, is really, really cool. Her vehicle was very fragile. You did not want to drop that thing. But I mean, the profile is just crazy good, and I would love to see them like actually remaster this and like incorporate a lot of these same gimmicks and just like up the ante, because Lego is so much better now than they were. But overall, good set. I'm not a fan of the bat pod thing. It looks kind of weird. But I owned this set and I really loved it. I'll put it in A tier. And then moving on, we've got the Joker Ice Cream Truck Batman Tumbler set, which was very confusing as a child because Solar Sans has a video talking about that. Yes, I've seen it. It's a very, very good video. I love that video. And I wish there were more of those background arts without the Lego like figures in them, because I would love to see more. But yeah, this one was very confusing as a kid, because like this doesn't happen in the 2008 Batman movie. I owned this set, and the tumbler was a fucking bitch to build. It was so hard as a little kid, and it's not a very exciting vehicle as a child to build, I would say, personally. It's definitely not my favorite Batmobile design. But honestly, the highlight of this set is this Joker truck. Hello, Flamenco. The highlight is this Joker truck. The ice cream piece is so neat, and the fact that you can actually press it and it will fire out this missile through the back doors. Awesome. The color palette is brilliant. The stickers for like Uncle Joker and the ice cream, it's just good. Hey Flamenco. But overall, yeah, it's a fine set. It's a decent set. I'll put it in A tier. We'll put it in A tier just to be safe. And then up next, we're moving back on track. Are we? Yes. Yes. Okay, back on track. Let me just close a few things. Okay. Did you? Which set did you buy? Anyway, while we wait for a response, this is the Batmobile set from the Lego Batman movie, featuring Man-Bat, the Kabuki twins, and Robin. And did I say Batman already? No, I said Man-Bat and Batman. It's so if we're talking from the context of being a fan of the movie, this set is brilliant because I think it translates the vehicle over really well. I think the minifigures are a weird inclusion, but I understand it. You missed everything. Start again. The Elder Guardian set. Oh, you mean the Ocean Monument? Oh, so this I don't know. To me, because I didn't own it, looking at it here, it kind of looks like it wouldn't be a fun set to own. Like, if you're into collecting minifigures, then boom, you've got the Kabuki twins. Man-Bat is already a very well-circulated character at this point. And the Robin and Batman figures are nothing new at all. You're kind of just there for the vehicle. And while the vehicle is really good, I don't know. Those Man-Bat arms were the start of something new for LEGO. Yes, I remember when the Monster Hunter line came out, I bought one of the sets just so I could make my own Man-Bat figure, which I think you can actually see in the... No, that wouldn't be right. Maybe, I'm not sure. Yes! Okay, so if you go back to the first video on my YouTube channel, it's called LEGO Fight. And in that, there's a custom Man-Bat figure that I used with the Monster Hunter pieces. It's a cool set. Overall, though, this set's like a C, to be honest. It's not very exciting. But if we want to talk about exciting, I don't think Robin is weird. I think the Robin figure works perfectly in the context of the movie. I'm gonna take another drink before I lose my voice. I don't know why I like always lose my voice when I'm streaming. It doesn't happen any other time. Like, I can talk to my mates for hours, but when I stream, I just lose everything. I already look like I've aged about 6 years. Anyway, now this set is pretty cool. That figure. When you say the old Robin, Callum, do you mean like 2006 or like the early 2012? But yeah, this set is wicked. This car build is fucking fantastic. It's like beat for beat from the movie. The Harley Quinn figure is phenomenal. Like, I'm pretty sure they made that hairpiece for this figure, and she's just so good. The Batgirl figure is really good. Like, the printing on her is nice and detailed. Her hair is cool. Yeah, this is a good set. It's a good set. It's going an A. Excuse me. Next up, we've got the Killer Croc. I don't know the title of this set. This set is good, I think. Firstly, this Killer Croc design is unmatched. Unmatched. Like, everything about it is perfect. The fact it uses the classic Lego crocodile head on this monstrous body. So good. Like, absolutely nailed it. And like the detail of the pants, so good. This vehicle is really cool. I like that Killer Croc can actually fit on this back bit, and it looks like there might actually be a steering. Yeah, if you look closely, the steering wheel actually goes through the back of the truck, so the steering wheel is at the back, but it controls from the front, which is a really funny detail. It's just, yeah, it's a good set. I think, honestly, it could do without the extra minifigures. I think they aren't adding anything. And having a little bat jet ski works in this context, because then it gives Batman something to actually do when you display the set, rather than just standing around, which will be a problem that we'll encounter a couple times when we look at some of these sets. But overall, it's a really good set. The build is awesome. The character is good. I just think that these minifigures are kind of weak. That being said, I think... personally, I actually think that's an S tier, though. I think it's a really good set. Up next, we've got... the... what is this called? The Crawler? I don't know. Again, personally, for me, I'm not a big fan of all of these, like, big bat mech things that they did for this... or specifically that they did for these sets. Because I think that this like vehicle looked really cool in the movie, but I don't think that it translates well to this, purely because it looks so structurally weak. Like, I would not know how to display this. Have you just wait and see. Wait and see. I have not ranked the Batmech yet. There's a few also, so But this one, I honestly don't really like it. The only upside I would say is that this Poison Ivy figure is the best one. Like, so good. Like, look at that hairpiece. Look at it. She's so cool. And honestly, yeah, the rest of it is like kind of fine. I don't know. It's yeah. That I think Callum, you're absolutely right. The scale is like huge on screen. And then here it doesn't really translate. And I just think that it's just it doesn't have the like profile really. I don't know. I'm going to give it a C. I don't really like it that much. Next, we have another Batcave. We have the Lego Batman movie Batcave, and I think this set is pretty cool. Is it the best Batcave? Maybe like second or third. It's definitely not the worst. We're going to talk about the worst one later, at least in my opinion. I think that it does a lot of the things right. I think the agreed, Callum. I think that the conveyor belt of the extra batsuit is batsuits are really cool. I think that the build for Penguin's vehicle is awesome, and Penguin's figure is so good. Like, Penguin's figure is fantastic. The Alfred figure is very good, and the Batboat build is so sleek and beautiful and nice. But why does no one watch this live stream? This live stream is so good. Lad, I'm a small creator, man. I've only got like 2K on YouTube, and apparently people are not very engaged. But that's okay. I get 99% of my views from YouTube Shorts, and people aren't subscribed. But that's okay. But that being said, like, yeah, I overall, like, looking at it, especially on a white background, I think the white backgrounds are changing the way that I'm seeing the sets. But on a white background, this set is not very remarkable. I think the vehicles stand out far more than the set, and the minifigures, which is not a bad thing, because a lot of people really only do want minifigures and display vehicles. So, like, there's something for everything. Did I get a new haircut? No, my hair is just up from my headphones, because I don't like wearing my hair down for live streams because I get self-conscious. And don't call me J-Slap. You know, I'm my own creator, you know? I'll let you guys in on a secret, right? J-Schlatt is absolutely the reason I have this facial hair. But the thing is, I can pull it off, so who cares? Move on. But yeah, this set is fine. I think it's a B tier Batcave. B tier. Not the worst, not the best. Up next, we got a funny one. This is the Scarecrow pizza delivery set, reference to very early on in the Lego Batman movie. It's pretty good. I think the pizza bike build is really creative, and the fact that they pulled that off. J-Schlatt is my dad, yeah. The scary pizza is like a frightening piece. I think that's very scary. And I'm skipping this song. This song is the wrong vibe. There we go. Luigi's Pizzeria. Seeing a Scarecrow design where he's wearing a pizza outfit is also just something that only the Lego Batman movie could do. Yeah, it's not a very special build, but I think for the thing that it's referencing, it's just fine. Look, honestly, it's like an A. It's a good set. It's overall really solid. Next is a set that I really love. This is Penguin's car. I don't know what it's called, but damn. Look at it. Look at it. We're gonna all sit and soak it in for a second. We're just gonna sit and soak it in. Hello DC. We're just gonna sit and soak this in for a second because it's so good. And then I'm gonna like draw your attention to some things. Firstly, little penguin on the front as a throwback to the old penguin design. Like the little figures, very cool. The little fish weaponry on the side, just the color distribution, like the use of the gold, black, and white, and the gray. I don't know, man. It's just, yeah, 6 wheels. Like, it's so cool. It's this button here on the top shoots these missiles out. His license plate says High Flyer. Look at all the lights, the gold rims. Like, oh, I've never owned an Indiana Jones set, but I could definitely try. I was gonna do all DC Lego minifigure sets next. Wrong. I said the wrong thing. Every DC minifigure that has existed in physical form was the stream I wanted to do next. And then they used they used a design that's kind of inspired by Danny DeVito, but overall it's just from the Lego Batman movie. But damn, it's a good set, very good set. I think it hits all of the marks really well. Shut up. It is an S tier set. I think the only thing that I would say about that set is, again, frequent problem. Batman has nowhere to be. Like, when they don't give Batman, like, even a small vehicle, the sets feel kind of empty, because, like, where is he going to go when I want to display this set? Is he just going to be on the car? Like, I don't know. Unless this is supposed to be his vehicle, in which case, what? But overall, still an S tier set. Yeah, no. DC, they cannot have his nose. That's illegal. Up next. Yeah, but Batman's mask has a nose, not his figure. His figure has no nose, but his mask has a nose. But DC, like, it's different because Batman's mask could not... I've never seen anyone spell the word cowl worse. It's just C-O-W-L. Cowl is a surname. You wish they did Batman modular city sets. Honestly, DC, I can explain this to you, right? So, the reason they don't exist is because DC movies are not good at the moment, apart from the Batman, really. And Marvel movies are doing really well. So, the superhero sets, DC and Marvel, actually share the same pool of like funding. So whichever theme or does better, that's the one that they go for, which is why Marvel is getting modular sets and DC is getting fuck all, because they share the money. By the way, do you actually have a schedule for watching Pixels Dry, or do you just upload an episode when none of you are busy? No, we do have a schedule. It's just that life has been really hard recently. I'm going through a lot of financial woe at the moment, which, by the way, don't know why my chatbot isn't working, but hey, hit up my Patreon, patreon.com/mycopath, or commission me for an animation, because I do animation commissions. Please consider it. I've got a lot of money problems at the moment, and I'm trying to sort them out, and you guys are going to be the only way to help. And before you tell me to get a real job, I have one, so it's still not enough. So, point being, if you like my content, then you should join the Patreon. I think pretty soon, if I get some more Patreons, I'm going to start patrons. I think I'm going to start doing Patreon-only live streams on there, where I will be animating on stream and stuff for you guys. So if you want to join, please consider it, because it'd be really cool, and I'd like to be able to make this a full-time thing, because you know, life is hard, and we all know that life is difficult, especially living in Britain. Britain sucks right now. But to move on. I'm gonna. Oh, am I not signed? Oh, wait. 2 seconds. I'm just gonna throw a message into chat here. Let me put the link in here. There you go. So, if you guys join that Patreon, that'd be much appreciated. I do love you all dearly, and you've all been so helpful so far. Speaking of which, again, thank you all for like watching the YouTube videos and the shorts and stuff, and I'm trying to figure out what to do with my content and make it better for you guys. So, next. Stream delay is so long, by the way. That's okay. Is there any way I can change that without ending the stream? Probably not. Can I? Yeah, DC, you're just gonna have to cope. Because, unless I can change the latency. Let me see. No, I can't change. I would have to end the stream. Well, oh well. That's fine. Ignore my background. My background is not relevant. Lego Batman movie sets lasted in stores for a long time, which was nice. Yeah, the reason they lasted is because none of them ever sold. Like, they barely sold. Anyway, moving on. Enough pining and whining and stuff. But, oh, sorry, to answer your question, casual casualty. Yes, we do have a schedule. It's usually on Fridays. So, and yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe me and the boys will talk about it later. But it might be better for us if maybe it becomes a bi-weekly thing. Because it gives us a bit more to talk about. But I don't want to say that, like, officially. But it might be a thing that happens in the future simply because it is a lot of workload. I edit them all myself. Like I do all of that, and some days we record like a day before we put the episode out. So maybe if it was a bi-weekly thing, we might be able to work that out better. But we'll see. We'll see. And I'll try and be more loyal with it. But it's been a really hard week this week, so we just didn't record. Okay. Ooh, maybe. Okay, enough whining and pining. Moving on. Lego Batman movie Arkham Asylum set. I'm very sweaty. I'm turning my fan on. Hopefully you can't... Okay, I hope that background noise is okay, because it's just like... No, it's not. It's so annoying. Okay, whatever. By-week. By-week. But yeah, once again, hit up the Patreon. If you become a patron, it should come up on the thing here. And I don't know if you can dono me on YouTube, but if you can, whatever. But any support would be much appreciated, because I'm really trying, and it's just not working at the moment. But yeah, there needs to be more. There needs to be more British people on the podcast. I agree. So we're gonna talk about this 2012, or no, not 2012. This is the Lego Batman movie Batcave set. And it is awesome. It's really, 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 really cool. So, firstly, we're going to talk about the profile. Just the overall build of it is really nice. Nice and symmetrical. I like the watchtower. I think overall the build is just really solid. And the figures that come with it are really fun. The main downside being, oh my god, the torsos are all the same. They're all the same. All the same torso. Just kind of a little wasteful, you know? But yeah, I am going to try and make good content. So overall, it's a really cool set. I'm going to give it an A, because I don't really have many opinions on it. I need to take a break, and we just need to chat for a bit, because I am a little worn out, and we're about halfway through. I'm so warm. But yeah, I'll quickly talk about, so if you haven't seen it, pinned on my profile on my YouTube homepage, you should watch my commission sheet video, see if that's like possible. If you could commission me, it'd be really nice, because also it gives me stuff to do, because some days I just don't have any ideas. But your ideas, I'd be happy to animate. Why no full Arkham Asylum set? What do you mean? So, okay. Let me collect myself. Okay, next. Next we have... This is another Scarecrow... What the fuck are you guys talking about in chat? This is another Scarecrow set. It's kind of bad, I think. I think seeing the full Scarecrow figure is cool. I like the use of the broomsticks. But overall, really weak set. Super weak set. I'm gonna give it like a D. It's another weak one. Now next is a pretty groundbreaking one, guys. Pretty groundbreaking. This set is fucking insane. So this Bane figure is perfect, I think. I don't really see how they could improve it. The only thing I would want to see in the future is a big fig Bane with the classic outfit, like the overalls. But, damn. This is a really good set. The color palette of the vehicle is really interesting. Oh, excuse me. This little vehicle, while pretty basic, I think it's cute. And I think it works for like what the set is. And again, it addresses the problem that I have with some of the sets where Batman doesn't have anywhere to be. At least he can sit in this goofy little helicopter thing. Does not look feasible or aerodynamic or anything. He is Big Elm. That is so true. But overall, yeah, this set's solid. I really like this set. Yeah, I give it a B tier. I think Bane figure is really good. You know, we'll say A. We'll fill out the A. I'm gonna give it A tier. Next up, I'm trying to like speed run a little so I can get to some of the ones that really piss me off. So up next, we've got, where is it? Yes, I put Batman with the other Batmans. That's true. That is another thing that these sets have a bit of a downside is, you know, I mean, they're Batman sets, so all of them come with Batman. But I mean, that was also the gimmick of this tier list. Every set, pretty much every set has Batman in it, so, eh. Now, Two-Face's Bulldozer, or, what is this, like a, yeah, I don't know what this is. You know, one of them, one of these, construction vehicle. I think this build is wicked. I really like the color dynamics of it. I wish it had a little bit more purple on the vehicle, and not just, like, the window and the weapon and this. I think that it could have used a bit more color. The Bathawk bike is fine. It serves its purpose. These little things are completely unnecessary and just kind of a waste of space and pieces. But this figure, man. Do you see this figure? It's so brilliant. Actually, that reminds me. I want to show you guys something. So, in the Batman movie art book, they have some other designs for Two-Face. And I want to show you guys them. Because, like, the amount of... Also, this is the... Fucking, I gotta turn off my camera filter. 2 seconds. Let me turn that off. So, this book is the best movie art book ever. It's so good. It goes through a painstaking amount of detail about everything, which is what an art book should be. It's so good. They just go through everything, and I want to show you specifically some of the other designs that they made for the Two-Face character because they are so brilliant. Like, look at this. They actually show the process of a shot coming together. Do you know how many art books don't do that? I own the 2022 The Batman art book. That book fucking sucks. There's no concept art for Riddler in the Batman art book. No concept art for Riddler. Are you joking? Anyway. Let me find it. Because that Two-Face design that they ended up using in the movie is really brilliant. You don't like the pink? I really like it. I think that it's a very unique take. Because it's based on what Tim Burton wanted to do. But then when he got kicked out, they sort of ditched it. Where is he? Where is our boy? Like, look at this before we go on. Look how much concept art there is for Joker. Like, look at all of this. And then it goes on for like 4 pages. Like, there's more. We get all these alternate designs for the character. All these alternate hair designs and face designs. It's so cool. Such a good book. But somewhere in here is Two-Face, and that's what I want to show you guys. So Riddler, it's a very insightful book. Here we go. Let me show you the best one. So the best one is this one, right here, where he has the default Lego smile, and he's just a dude in a suit that is like burnt in half. It's so good. But also, all of these ones are really neat, and definitely some different unique takes on it. But when we're talking about Two-Face designs, there is one that is far worse that we'll be seeing later, and I will be probably talking about that for like half an hour because I hate it. There's a Two-Face design that one of the sets used that I just despise, and I can't wait to be mad about it. So, moving on, this set, I like it. It's not great though. I think it's another B tier set. I think that's just the brutal honesty. I can't wait. Wait. You can see his heart undies. Yeah, one of the designs he does have heart undies on, and they're burned through, which is pretty funny. So next we have the Batwing, or Black Thunder as it's called. I like how all of the vehicles have those stupid little like millionaire labels on them. Again, it's another one of those ones that the scale doesn't work for me. Like, I get that in the Lego Batman movie, he's very narcissistic and he's super showy, right? And I get that that's for the character. But as a Lego set, I don't like him. Like, I don't like the way that the sets look, especially his vehicles. There's something about them that just does not click with me, and the same thing happens here. This Batwing just looks kind of... Because I love the movie. But I'm not a big fan of sets like this. And something about this vehicle just is not speaking to me at all. And with that said, I mean, like, and it's not really bringing anything in terms of minifigures. It's just, it doesn't feel like a set that I would be happy to have on display. I feel like it would be one of the sets that I take apart for pieces. Where I have not much emotional attachment to it. It's like a C. It's a C tier. Up next. This set is Wild. So I don't know what this one's called, but it's certainly an interesting set. Firstly, again, okay, I will say, this Batmobile looks like it would be so fun to build. Like, it looks like the build process for this is so apeshit. And, it definitely looks like a bit of fun. You want to see a version of Two-Face where he's got two people stitched together, but one's half is significantly shorter, so he has to wear a little stilt. So ignoring the fact that, you know, the Wicked Witch of the West and the monkeys from Wizard of Oz are in here, but yeah, you're right. I'm assuming you're talking about the Batmobile. It does look like one of them. And I don't know, maybe that's why I feel like maybe the Bat vehicles in this movie kind of evoke a lot of space vibes that I'm just not really connecting with. But anyway, point being, this set has Polka Dot Man and he has buck teeth. So this set is like automatically an A. Up next. I'm not answering that question, DC. Up next, Captain Boomerang and the Bat Buggy. This set fucking sucks. It's lame. F. Next. Yes. Now, Egghead and Condiment King. This is such a cool set. I like this set a lot. I'm a little sad again that Batman does not have a vehicle, of course, but he does. We do get this incredible Egghead figure, which is like so perfect and kind of vile. And we get Condiment King, and he's like pretty much as accurate as you could get. Just a good set of figures. A really fun mech build, like something really unique going on there. Having these little egg pieces is cute. It's a good set. Just a good set. Just an A tier set. A tier set. That's simple. It's an A tier set. Up next. Yeah, I don't like this one. I've thought about it for a really long time, and I just don't like it. I like the minifigures. The Gentleman Ghost minifigure is cool. The Crazy Quilt figure over here is cool. And the Harley figure is really unique and it's interesting. But the vehicle's kind of meh, and the builds are especially meh. These are horrible. They're just not good. The only reason I would want this set is for this piece right here and this print, because that print is really cool. And it looks like a sticker too, which is a shame. Honestly, it's like a B or a C tier set. I think it's a C tier set. It's just not very good. But then we come up to one of the best Batman sets of all time. The Joker Manor. Who at LEGO put this together? Because they are amazing. This set is fucking brilliant. I wish I could show you more angles of it. The back side of this, there's so much detail on the inside. But looking purely from the outside, from the front perspective, this set is still phenomenal. Like, look at all the detail. Look at these bombs. Like, all of this flair. All of these shapes that are going on. The fucking roller coaster. Are you serious? There's a piano thrown in there. A bit of a microphone. Loads of characters, including doubles of the mains for their, like, end movie outfits. Which is just unreal. It's a good, yeah, it's a good set. Good set, sorry. There's a Lego Movie reference in there for Wild Style. Never liked how Lego bats look. Like the Lego bat piece, you mean? Yeah, they're kind of weird. Good references. They've got Bruce doing the soy point at his soon-to-be dead parents. He's going. But overall, yeah, it's a damn good set. It's like, God, I want this set. I will get this set one day. I don't care how much it is. This set is awesome. I like that it sort of goes for this half miniature type thing, but then it still is minifigure scale. Certainly not as big as it is in the movie, but it's still a very, very, very good set. So with that said, S tier, very brilliant set. Okay, I think it's looking like, I think that might be the last of the Lego Batman sets. No, there's one more. There's one more from the Lego Batman movie. And then we're back on track with mainline designs. So, next up, we've got the Bat Rocket. There's another Catwoman. Okay, I guess that makes the value of this one a little better, because, like, it's a cheaper set and you get Catwoman. But still, I don't really like this set. Never been a big fan of the Bat Rocket as a gimmick, anyway. It's cool that we get this set of designs, especially this fire one, because it reminds me of the Lego Batman video game. But, I don't know. The Bat Kayak is pretty funny, but it doesn't feel like a very special set to me, so I'm going to throw it in B tier. Up next, what do we got next? Aha! Okay, we are flying backward to 2014. This is the Bat Boat. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's called. But this was a really exciting set as a Lego Batman fan when I was a kid. It was the first instance of Aquaman, so you got the Lego Aquaman figure, and I really like that he follows the, like, classic comic style, and he's not like a Jason Momoa type Aquaman. I like goofy Aquaman. I also like the winter suit for Batman. I think it actually works. I kind of wish that the vehicle had a bit more of that design in it, but I also think that this vehicle looks fantastic as it is. So it's a bit of a gamble. And then the Mr. Freeze figure is really awesome. I think that it needs a little work. Like, I think if it had goggles, it would be a lot cooler. But it's a really good set. I'm going to put it in A tier. Up next. This is a set. This is from the Dark Knight Rises. And it's just one of those sets that I feel like everyone owned, you know? like everyone I've ever met that was like into Lego Batman or had like a little bit of Lego, they somehow had this set. But I never got the vibe that anyone actually wanted it. It's like the Batman's vehicle is so horrendously ugly. Firstly, this thing is vile, and the tumbler is just kind of lame. And like, why is his mask on the front of the car? Goofy R, dumb R build. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm gonna put it in C tier because I don't really like it. Next. Got the penguin, this is the, like, bat jet ski penguin cruise. I don't know. I'm coming up with names at this point. This set is really cool. I actually really like this one. I think Batman's scuba gear looks cool. The vehicle is a bit lame, but I think that the penguins makes up for it. And the penguin figure is a really good design. I think it's his best face that any of his figures have had. And his torso with that brown fur is really nice. But it's a small set, so I don't really have much to say about it. It's like a B tier. Up next. What's next? I just looked at the voice actors and there's some surprise. Oh, Minotaur Candy, thank you for the sub. I just looked at the voice actors for the Lego Batman movie and there are some surprising choices. Yeah, Conan O'Brien voices Riddler. It's weird. Okay, it's been a little while, so I'm gonna say again. Wait, do I gotta sign into my browser? No. Okay, why did it open the chat or like full screen? Excuse me. There we go. Okay, that's annoying. Anyway, so it's been a little while since I've said it, so I'll say it again. Feel free to check out my Patreon. Support me if you can. I'm having a lot of money woes right now, and I'm trying to work through them. And you guys can help. Obviously, you don't have to. I'm not expecting you to, but if you want to support me, it would be much appreciated. So I'm dropping it in there again. But while we get back on topic, let me just get Streamlabs back open. Okay, so. Next up, we've got the Nightwing, Batcopter, and Man-Bat set. I am quite fond of this. I really like the Batcopter build. I like the little hook. I think the Nightwing figure is really neat. The jetpack thing is a little lame. And Man-Bat looks great. But it's like a fine set. It's a fine set. It's fun. It works. It does what it needs to on the tin. I think it's another B tier set. It's not bad. It's not great. It's just really good. Up next. I'm kind of speedrunning because I want to get to some of the ones that I actually want to complain about. So, I'm going to put my hair back again. Okay. This set might be familiar if you've seen my TikTok, because I animated this as like a moving box art, if I can find it. Where is it? Maybe I can show y'all. But I really like this set. I think that the Riddler Dragster is a brilliant little build. That Batmobile is fantastic, and of course, the Flash minifigure was so exciting as a kid. Like, so exciting. Because like that's a character that people had wanted in minifigure form for years. And no one really expected it to turn out like this, given the design that was in the 2012 Lego Batman 2 game. So, like, it was a big surprise for everyone when he had this really neat design, but I'm glad he did it. It's a cool-ass build. Where is this? Where is this? There it is. There it is. Have a look-see. Here we go. This is... I animated this for, Very cool. I like it. But yeah. Beer. Okay, wait. I am getting back on track. Give me a second. I gotta readjust my brain. By the way, I love my background. Yeah. My background doesn't exist. What? My background does not exist. That's patently untrue. It does not exist. You don't worry one little bit about my background. My background fine. But jokes aside, yeah, this set is really good. I love it. It's an S tier set, in my opinion. Up next, we've got the Batwing and the Joker Steamroller. Firstly, the Steamroller is awesome. It's so good. The mouth on it, the figure. What do you mean you missed my old background? Do you mean the Geralt image? But I gotta skip this song. Okay. Yeah, so this set is really cool. First edition of Batgirl, I think. A version of Joker without green hair. He just has the hat. But this steamroller build is sick. And the Batwing is kind of weird. But it did work. So you could pull on this little bit, this middle bit, and it would pull the wings forward. So it was like this more lengthy thing. And I still don't know how I feel about it, but I'm pretty sure that I actually still have this Batwing in one piece at home. The one piece is real. So overall, it's a solid set. Oh, a silly cat with silly ears. That's a good point. But this set is like an A tier. It's a good set. Next, we have our first like big creator one, the Tumbler. Again, as I've already said, not a big fan of the Tumbler. And I've never owned this set, so I'm not really going to speak on it much. The figures are amazing, and I think that the build does look good. It's just I am looking at this, and I do not think it would be fun. My problem that I found after, because I own the Technic 2022 Batmobile, and what I've learned from that experience is, firstly, I'm never going to buy a Technic set again. And second, is that I don't like building these large-scale vehicles because I've got a problem with the symmetry of it. Like, this vehicle is very symmetrical. And I can't imagine... And LEGO likes to, like, build stuff, especially larger stuff, in halves. And I think it would just be irritating to build one half and then build the exact same half on the other, like, inverted. I think that would just be frustrating. So with that said, I mean, it does look fantastic. I'm gonna give it a B because I don't know what... Yo! Thank you for becoming a patron. Holy shit, thank you. Much appreciated. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Oh, that's really... Oh. Thank you very much. Blaze Douglas? Pog. You are Pog. I much appreciate you. I love you. Thank you. Wow, that completely threw me off, but we're good. So, yeah, next, moving on. First edition of the Batmech, and now this is one of the only sets that I remember the name of, and it is Gorilla Grodd Goes Bananas. Perfect. Perfect. Now, firstly, we're going to ignore the fact that my picture that I have here, Gorilla Grodd, does not have any printing. Just going to move on from that. He does have printing, and the printing is very good. Just imagine it in your head. The Captain Cold figure, brilliant. The Wonder Woman figure looks really good. The little banana guy, hilarious. Is that the peanut butter jelly time banana? I think it is. Flash, again, never complain about having a Flash figure. And Batman, with probably one of my favorite versions of the torso design. I really like this torso. Now we'll talk about vehicles. This little tuk-tuk is it's brilliant. So cool to see a rare sort of odd vehicle like that in a Lego form. Wonder Woman's jet is pretty neat. I don't know how I feel about the W profile, but I get it. And the Batmech is pretty good. Fragile, though. Very fragile. Used to fall over and break a lot, in my experience. But overall, it's an A-tier set, baby. An A-tier set, baby. Moving on. Black Manta. This set is sick. This set is so good. let's talk about it. Firstly, Batman has no protection from the underwater elements, so he's gonna drown. Robin's character design is really cool. I really like this scuba Robin. Aquaman is the same Aquaman, so nothing special there. Sealed Grodd. And the Black Manta figure is perfect. Like, he looks really good. Really, really good. The goofy shark with cybernetic additions is funny. Excuse me. And this build, this Manta ship is really cool. Although Black Manta cannot sit up in it, which is a bit of a shame. But this Bat submarine is really where it's at. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful build. Something about it, like, it just has a good shape, right? Like, it just works. It works. I think it's an A tier. I think it's another A tier set. It's a very good set. But we're gonna move on steadfast, because I've got a long time until I'm allowed to complain about the thing that I want to complain about. Where is it? Oh, it's so far down. Okay. I got things that I need to complain about, but we'll get to it. Thoughts on Freddie Dredd's new album? It's very good. It's very good. I wish he would respond to my DMs, but he's a busy guy, so I'm not going to complain about it. But hopefully, if he likes my idea for one of his music videos, like, which obviously if you've seen on my Twitter or my TikTok, I've been posting like a little clip. I posted a little clip of it. If he likes the full storyboard and we go through with it and we make it, you're in for a really cool music video, because it's a really good idea, I think. And I want to animate it so bad. But I'm not going to animate any of it until I know that it's going to happen, obviously, because I have to make sure that I'm not investing my time in something that isn't going to work. But the album is really good. I have an idea for a second music video already, so it's very inspired. I listened to it on the way to work. It's a good album. It's good. I like it. It was honestly better than I expected, because I think Freddie's like finding his new sound, and I'm really liking it. So good job, Freddie, if you're here. Love you. So next we have the Batboat versus Deathstroke. What to say about this? Firstly, Deathstroke stealing diamonds is stupid. I'm just gonna say that out of the bat. Yes, he works for money, but he doesn't do thievery. He does murder for money. So, and as far as I'm aware, he ain't murdering no one, and he's clearly already been paid. So, not my problem. Second, not a fan of Robin's hair, although I really like the figure design. Deathstroke's vehicle is weak and boring, and the Batboat is fine. I don't have anything to say. It's a C tier. I'm not a big fan. Next up, we've got Jokerland. And this set is I have mixed feelings, actually. So when I was a kid, I saved up a lot of money to own this set. Your channel banner is the best thing I've seen in my life. Thank you very much. I love it. I think it's really funny. So this set, I saved up a lot of money to purchase this set when I was younger, because I bought it very early after release. And like, okay, let's talk about the good things first. I'm going to open with the good things. Overall, this set is fantastic. It looks amazing. Like, we'll talk about some highlights here. The Joker head, phenomenal. The Batmobile is brilliant. These figures, like the Starfire figure, the pie, the Joker with the pie is cool. Beast Boy looks great, and the Harley Quinn design is okay. But overall, I think that it's really good, and I really appreciate that every section actually comes with the villain they represent. I think it would have been a lot weaker if there was one that was clearly inspired by like Poison Ivy, but then Poison Ivy wasn't there. So I think that is a nice benefit. But my main issue with this set is it is so skeletal. Like, it is bare minimum very skeletal, and I get that it's definitely more of a play set, but like, the problem is that most of the sections sort of incorporate these traps, like obviously you can strap in the characters here or on the tongue and then knock them into the acid, or for underneath Harley's bicycle. And the only one that really applies is Harley being able to be on the bicycle, but like Joker has nowhere to really stand apart from like here, but like he doesn't really have anywhere engaging to be. And I just have I like displaying because like I'm an adult, right? So for me, Lego is more about display and like how dynamically I can display it. And like, where can I put the Poison Ivy figure in relation to this thing without it looking kind of awkward? I don't think there's anywhere. But all that being said, this set is like borderline perfect, so it's still going in S tier. Up next, we got some sets that I do not have any opinion on, and I'm gonna throw an F. This set is bad. It's just bad. Look at it. It's tiny. It's boring. It's bad. Bad set. F. Next, we've got another one. We've got there's these Batman vs Superman sets. So, not a big fan. Firstly, props to Lego for giving us the LexCorp forklift. Didn't think we were gonna see it. Love the LexCorp forklift. Honestly, probably the best part of the set. Because I'm not a fan of that Batmobile design. I'm not a fan of the characters. And the set just doesn't look very fun. And I hate stud shooters. About time I said that. These things can burn in hell. I hate stud shooters. It's not a bad set though. It's fine. The vehicle looks good. Forklift certified. D tier. Next. The Batwing. I want to see some Batman sets with the same detail as the Medieval Blacksmith set. Elm, yes, I'll explain this again. Because DC asked a similar thing earlier. He was like, why aren't there any modular DC sets? Like we're getting the, like the Daily Bugle or the Sanctum Sanctorum. The reason is that the DC superhero sets and the Marvel superhero sets share the same pool of funding. And they just make sets based off what is doing well. And is DC doing well? No. So we will not be seeing a DC modular set anytime soon, I think. And if we do, I will rejoice, because I'm sure it will be amazing. I can't think of what it would be. Maybe the Daily Planet, although that would be kind of disappointing, given that the Daily Bugle already exists, and that feels very derivative. Wayne Tower would be a cool one. A general villain hideout, the Iceberg Lounge. Any number of things. They could do it, but they won't, because DC is not drawing fans in at all. And we'll talk about that more when we get to the Batman sets. But back on Batman v Superman. That Batwing is just ugly. And that's not Lego's fault, that's the movie's fault. But I just don't like these sets. I'm just putting it in D tier because I don't care. Next. The 1960s Batcave set. This set is perfection. There is almost nothing I would change. The only thing is that all of the props are... Well, okay, so when we're talking about modular sets, the Batcave can't really be a modular set because the way that the modular sets work is they're supposed to be on a cityscape. And the Batcave is the opposite of that. The Batcave is not there. But Elm, you've just given me an idea. So in Arkham Knight and in Gotham Knights, the base of operations is a clock tower, and that could be really cool. Like a Batcave clock tower, that would work. That'd be so neat. But back on topic here. This set is so brilliant. It hits every mark that the 60s show needs to be represented, especially the 60s movie. It's got all of the characters. It's got Riddler, Catwoman, Joker, and Penguin. Joker's in there. Yeah, Joker's all the way over there. And the only thing that I would change is that all of these props have nowhere to live. Like, there's nowhere, like, they're all sort of loose. I don't like that. But I think that these builds are perfect. Like, the wallpaper on the wall here, they just did a really good job. The fact that everything is functional, like the characters can slide down here. The fact that there's storage for the Batmobile and the Batcopter The fact that we get the Batmobile and the Batcopter, this set is an S. It's easy. Good set. Next. This is the Deadshot Harley Quinn Batbike Pursuit or something. This set, it's really all about the figures. Both of these figures look fantastic. But apart from that, this set is kind of lame, so I'm going to give it B. Next up is a really cool set. The Harvest of Fear. Now, this set is, like, amazing. It's so good. So we've got a Scarecrow fear-toxin crop, like, you know, one of these farm vehicles. Harvester, right? Combine Harvester. And we get this awesome Scarecrow design with a pitchfork. We get Killer Moth with this fantastic cowl. Look how good that looks. We get Blue Beetle, who is, I think, perfect. And we get a neat little Batman design, which is new. We got this Batcopter, which is nice and chunky, but it's not, like, too ridiculous. Like, it works. It looks functional. And then to cap it all off, we get a little farmer and a very nice tractor. What more could you want? What more could you want? That's also an S. It's also an S. It's a good set. Farmer Germa. Next. I don't know what this is, but this is very clearly a like a Suicide Squad adjacent set. I believe this came out in 2016, and because they couldn't make, you know, Suicide Squad sets because of the name, they just used the characters in some of the sets. So they have this Killer Croc figure that does not near hold a candle to the Lego Batman movie version. A kind of lame Captain Boomerang, a really unimpressive Katana, and a great Red Hood figure. Red Hood looks great. He looks great. And we just get Batman showing up for no reason, kind of. The vehicle is confusing, and bro, Batman can... So if it's not clear, right? This is raised. Batman cannot see over this. Like, that windscreen is practically useless. Bro can't see a thing. Self-unalive group. And also, Killer Croc's vehicle is just, like, really silly looking. It does not look good. So, C tier. Actually, honestly, I think it's a D tier set. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. Up next, we got the Bat Buggy Ra's al Ghul Lazarus Pit set. I think this set is pretty fun. I like this little sticker here of the process of how to use the Lazarus Pit, which is be old and decrepit, get in, you're fine. And overall, it's a fine set. I think that it's a little basic and a little empty. I think the buggy build is cute. It's kind of nice. I like this bat suit a lot. I actually think the beige bat suit works really well. I think maybe it's that little, like, netted material that they threw in there. I think that gives it a lot of dynamic texture. But overall, it's a fine set. Nothing too special. Put it in B tier. Up next, we got some Mighty Micros. I'm going to really brush over these ones. These are for children, so not really my place to talk. But Catwoman looks weird. It's funny that she's holding milk. Batman looks weird. The Batmobile build is fine. The Catwoman vehicle is actually quite good, so I'm going to give it a B tier. Up next, we've got Robin versus Bane. Don't know why Bane has a B on his shirt, but I kind of like it. It's kind of cute. Robin's car is kind of cute, but it's not. I like that this is a reference to the Power Miners. I like the green and the orange. That's a nice throwback, but overall also kind of a B tier set. Next, this one's awesome. I want to start off by talking about this Killer Moth design. So firstly, these honeycomb print heads are sick, and the front profile of this is so silly and funny and amazing. And it works. I like the minifigure. He's kind of freaky looking and neat. He works. And then on this side, we get the Batcopter in a mini vehicle form, and that is cute. So I'm going to give that an A tier. And I think there might be like one more a little later, but... So, we're on 2017 Justice League now. Let's go. Okay. This set is lame. It's lame. Sorry. I just don't like it. It's an ugly vehicle. The characters aren't very good. The movie isn't very good. It's just kind of like uninspired. D tier. D tier. I don't even want to think about it. Next. This is another 2017 Justice League set, and this set is really bad. So we're gonna talk about this big ugly lug, whatever the fuck this is. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. And I'm not even gonna talk about Steppenwolf. We all know Steppenwolf is bad. We can see it with our own two eyes. This figure is bad. The Batmobile, I mean, it's... These sets just aren't good. This is the most waste of space Lego build I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen one that is like more of just a wasted, like why? Bad. F tier. Terrible set. Next. Moving on. Another Mighty Micros. It looks like the Batwing and then a little Harley vehicle. Harley's figure design is really cute. It's a fine set. I'll give it an A tier. It's fine. I think this is the last Mighty Micros coming up. And it is Nightwing versus Joker. And I don't know how I feel about the Joker design, but I guess it doesn't really matter. The vehicles are kind of lame though, so I'm gonna give it a C tier. Oh Jesus Christ! Excuse me. Up next, moving on, doing some exciting. Let's move into some exciting stuff now. Cool. Okay. So Lex Luthor mech. This is fucking brilliant. Look at this profile of this build. Like, this axe is really cool. It actually looks very Lex Luthor in its sort of vibe. The color palette is good. I wish there were a few less stickers in the set. I think that it would do better with a bit more printing. But I think that it's a very pretty set. The minifigures are cool. It's cool to get Firestorm and Cheetah in a set. I think Batman is a weird inclusion in this one, but he's here, which means he's in the tier list. Overall, it's a pretty good set. I'll give it an A tier. Next. This is Batman Escape the Talons. Now, starting off, not a fan of this figure. Not a fan of this figure. But I am a fan of Ace the Bat Hound. I like him. I like that he uses the Scooby-Doo pieces. The Talon figures are fine. The vehicle is fine. Overall, the set is fine. It's like a C tier, to be honest. It's not that good. Next up, we got Brother Eye. Weird set, but firstly, this Batwing design is probably one of my favorites, actually. I really like the profile. I like this sleek, slim, straight to the point. I think I would lose the big orange bat symbols on the side. I think that's ruining it. But overall, I think that it's a really good set. I think the cockpit looks so cool. And the whoa, misclick ahoy. I think that this thing is fine. I'm pretty sure there's a light brick in there, so he actually like has a bit of dynamism. But again, it's another like fine set. We're sort of okay. We're now at the point in these Lego sets, I think, if they stay like in relatively chronological order, we're getting into the sort of weak era now. Like Lego, we're sort of past the prime now, and we're gonna see a lot of weaker sets. And this is probably one of them. Like, the Batwing is good, but the Brother Eye thing is, like, fine. I don't like the Batwoman figure. I think she's just kind of weird looking and very pale. Like, extremely pale. And I know that's, like, accurate, but it just looks a bit weird. So with that said, it's another, I think I'll say B tier, just to be nice. Up next, we've got a weird one. This is the remote-controlled Batmobile. That thing is fucking ugly. Why it look like that? Why it look like that? Why it look like that, though? But, that being said, it is a... I like the figure. But overall, it's fine. I'm throwing it in C tier. Alright. And while we're here, I'm gonna take a little... I'm gonna take a whittle break... Oh, my background. I'm gonna take a whittle break for a second here and drop my Patreon link one more time while we're here, because, you know, support me if you can. It would be very nice. I would much appreciate it. Excuse me. Damn, I do be burpy. Okay, moving on. We've got another Bat Submarine. And this one, so they've made a more Jason Momoa-esque Aquaman figure, and I quite like the Ocean Master figure. I think the helmet is perfection. The helmet looks great. But I don't know, the set's just kind of unremarkable. I'm gonna give it a C tier. I just am not a big fan. Up next, we've got this is another Batmech. I quite like this one, actually. This set's pretty cool. I think the Poison Ivy figure is the worst of the bunch that we've seen throughout this stream. It's probably the weakest Poison Ivy figure. She's just really underprinted and doesn't look very immaculate. But I think that Firefly makes up for it, because Firefly is very cool looking. Flash is fine. I like the yellow boots. And the mech is actually pretty nice. I think the mech is pretty cool. But my problem that I have with these sets is that they over-rely on these bat-shaped symbols that they made, these pieces. I think that they're just a bit much. And they're everywhere. They are everywhere. They're all over the place. And I'm not a fan of it. But overall, the set isn't bad, so I'm going to give it a B tier. Next up, we got Mr. Freeze versus the Batcycle Chase, and this is a weird one. Don't like Mr. Freeze design at all. Don't like it. And I think that the vehicle doesn't really match Mr. Freeze's in a way that, like, makes any sense. Like, I think it would be better if they had a vehicle that more counteracted or was better opposed to Mr. Freeze, or fit the gimmick of, like, you know, Cold Man. But it doesn't. It's just like a... They call it the Bat Bike, but, like, homie, that has 4 wheels. That has a car. Like, I don't care. That's a 4-wheeler. Like, that's not a bike. Sorry. And even if it does split into 2, like, still... I just don't connect with it. I'm giving it a D. I'm not a fan. Feels like they think they can get away with having minimal to no design by just slapping bats on there. I agree. That's exactly how it feels. Next is this set. So this is the Batmobile Chase. And I actually think that this one is really good in a lot of ways. I think that the Batmobile actually looks really good. It's got a great profile. The only downside is that Joker is literally just there. Like, why does he not have a vehicle? He's just out. He's just walking around. And Batman's like, I better run him over with my car. Because I can't think of anything else. Like, it's so close to being a brilliant set. And it is like an A tier. But it would be an S if Joker had a vehicle, I think. So I'm going to put it in A and move on. We're so close to the set that I've been waiting to talk about. The entire reason that I'm doing this stream. We're so close. We got like one more, and then we're on to the one that I've been waiting for. Okay, this one is the Riddler helicopter escape. This one is really good. I actually really like this set. The car looks amazing. I really like how this police car looks. The Batwing has a nice... It's kind of blocky, but it has a nice profile. The figures are great. Like, Gordon looks good. The Riddler design is really fun. And this vehicle is fine. It's a fine vehicle. It's a fine set. I'm going to give it an A tier because it's a fine set. It's fun. It's got good play features. It's got good profile. But I need to move on to talk about this next set. So, wait, they could literally make the set better by adding the decals of Joker Spring slurs on the Batmobile. Damn. Next. This is the worst Batcave. The worst Batcave. And it's frustrating because it could be the best. But the minifigures ruin it. Ruin it. So, I will talk about the good things first. But there's also, like, problems that I have with it. This feels like an amalgam of all of the ones before it, but it's taken parts that didn't really need... Like, I'll go through it. So this aspect right here is ripped directly from the 2012 Batcave set, with the putting Bruce in the top and it comes out as Batman. Then it's got the workout section, which is from the 2008 or the 2006 Batcave set. They've got the armory, which is kind of in the same place. Then they've got a Batcave that the screen kind of feels like an amalgam of all three of the old ones, but like mostly the Batman movie and the 2006 one. I don't know what this is. And then this bat signal is just lame, and this prison cell is just weak. But no. Overall, the build is actually not that bad. I think the detailing right here looks great. But let's talk about some of the weak stuff. Firstly, we're going to start with this. Unnecessary. Unneeded. Could have done a way better vehicle. Lame choice, in my opinion. The Bruce Wayne figure is kind of bad. This Catwoman is unimpressive. The Batman is fine. He's the same. Robin is fine. Batwoman we've already spoken about. But now we're going to get on to the worst offender, in my opinion. Fuck. Whoops. This is Two-Face. Does anyone in chat want to explain why this is bad for me, so I don't have to? Because I can rant about this all day. This design, man. And the worst part is that this is canon. That's a real design from the comics. It's so sad, man. Where is he? Where is he? They've tried to, like... They're trying to, like... I don't know if he's still canon or if they got rid of him. But it's just like... Yeah, he's not even wearing the half-half suit. Like, look at his pants. Boring black pants. Why his hair is fucking purple. And the worst part is that this is from an actual comic. Let me see if I can find it. If I can remember who drew it. I think it was Greg Capullo. I seem to recall. No, because Greg Capullo's was good. Oh no, there it is. It's from the Prime Earth storyline. So it's not even from like a canon storyline, right? Open image in new tab. Look at this. Look at this. The worst part is that at least the face actually looks good in this, and I think they absolutely fucking they fucked up the figure even more in the Lego one. He looks more like a Ninjago villain. You're so right. But like even comparing him to himself, like this just it's so awful, and I'm not even done talking about this set. Like it's what were they thinking? Why? Who at LEGO thought this would be a good one to adapt? They have, like, I'll show you again. Like, they had all of these fucking designs for these amazing Two-Face costume designs. They could have taken any number of them from the movie and adapted them into actual figures. And it would have been fantastic. Where is it? Yeah. Like, look at all of these, man. They could have done any of those. Like, speaking of which, where's the one with the underwear where you can see his underwear? Is it the one at the end there? I can't see. Where is he? Oh no, you can actually see it on the original figure. Huh. I didn't know that. Yeah, they also got the color. Yeah, they did get the color grade just wrong. But yeah, I don't know. They fucked it up. They fucked it up, and I'm not even done. So keep going. The set just gets worse with this horrendous Clayface. So bad. When like, and I'm talking horrendous when you're comparing it to this guy. Like, I know which one I'd rather have. And like, this is just so unremarkable. And also just okay. I've got a big gripe with Lego. And it's this. Whenever they do a big scale character like this, they use these joint pieces, but they have yet to change the colors. So they only used gray and like light gray. And I'm sure we could all agree that if all of the pieces like were the right color, were brown, he would look better. I think he would look way better if all of his pieces were brown. And I could probably go into Mechabricks and test that theory and find out. But like, custom Two-Face minifig challenge. To be honest, I do want to adapt my Gotham Zero Day designs into Lego figures again because they need to be updated. But overall, I think it's such a disappointing set. And for the price that it was, it's like, I hate it. I actually hate it. I think it's a D-tier set. I don't like it at all. Next, we're going to be talking about a couple of 4+ sets, which means these sets are for infants. They're for babies. So we're not going to be too mean, but... So this set has 57 actual pieces. 57, that's right. 57 pieces of wonder and glory. I'm just moving on. I'm moving on. Yes, I'm just gonna put them in F. I'm just gonna be mean. You know what? I'm gonna be mean. What do you mean babies can't build Lego? What are you, pussies? Then we've got this Arkham Asylum set. I really like the colors of the pieces. Like, I like this teal. I like the green. It's fine. It's for babies. It's F tier. Up next, we've got the large-scale 1989 Batmobile. Now, this is the more modern one. Bro, it looks like Batwoman, Robin, and Two-Face are all on the same team because of his red jacket. That too. There's no like hero-villain dynamic going on with Two-Face's design. It's so haunting, right? You can't get it out of your head. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, look at him. What are they doing? Why? Okay, I'm gonna move on now. This set is fucking fantastic. That is how you do a display set. Like, look at that shit. It's sleek. It shows just the right amount of studs, just the right amount of smooth bits. It translates the movie vehicle, I think, perfectly. And if you're a fan of the 80s movies and you love Lego, this is a set for you. And it's really good, and it's going in S tier. Next up, we got another 4+ set. We got this Batboat Penguin Pursuit. It's fine. It's going in F tier. Next, we've got this thing. There's actually a lot to like here. I think that Joker and this vehicle are very fun. I like the teeth on the vehicle. I think every Joker vehicle with teeth has something to like about it. How much is the huge Batmobile set? It's like $300, I think. I like Robin having his staff. I'm a big Robin staff enjoyer. What the fuck are these ugly ass cakes? I don't want to know the answer. The bike is too big for Robin, like massively. Bit of a downside. And this vehicle is rather unremarkable. Although it is fun, I like the blocky shape. It's kind of like giving Elon Musk cybercar things. Major downside of this set, I would say, is Harley having red outfit, but pink and blue design for props and hair. Why? Keep it consistent, please. And for that reason, it's going in B tier. Next, we've got this This no, Rowan, you don't understand. I don't think you get how big this set is. Like, that set is giant. That's a big fucking piece. So, anyway, this set is lame. It's so lame. All of the figures are mid. All of the vehicles are mid. Man-Bat is cool, but that's it. This set is bad, though. It's going in D tier. I don't even want to talk about it. Next up, we've got the 1989 Batwing. This is also an awesome one. Very, very good. God, it looks like it'd be so much fun to build. I think, like, these ones, I could stomach the symmetry of the building because they're not the tumbler and they're not just a fucking mess of pieces. Like, these are very sleek and beautiful pieces. And I would love to own this set. It's so gorgeous. And this figure, this Joker figure is brilliant. And his Goon figure is also good. The Batman figure is good. It's a good set. It's going in A tier. I don't think it's as good as the Batmobile. Could I put my cat in the car? Not that big. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, let me fix my hair again. Up next, we've got the this is the 2022 The Batman sets. So this set, honestly, like, I like it for the figures, but I'm actually not a big fan. And the main reason I'm not a big fan is Batman's motorcycle. The profile of this has not been translated well. Like, the way that looks in the movie is far better than how it looks here. And it's just like, it's way too wide. And it doesn't look very good. It's a little chonky. But overall, I mean, the figures are brilliant. I think the Batman figure is so close to being perfect. The only thing is the fact they didn't make a new cowl for it, and they just kept him with white eyes. Is probably one of the biggest L's that the movie took, was these Lego sets. And I also think that this hairpiece is the wrong hairpiece for Bruce, in my opinion. But overall, it's a fine set. I'll give it like a C. It's a C tier set. There's a fly in my room. Next, we got another 4+ set. I actually quite like this one. I like this green, lime green chassis for this car. I think that's quite cool. And it's good fun, but it's for babies, so I'm going to give it like a C tier. It's fine. Next up, we got the Batmobile from 2022, and I have this one too. Let me just grab it here. Come on. Come on. Now, here we go. There it is. I have that one. It's a really nice piece. It's not minifigure scale though. It's really deceptive in that way. Let me show you. So this is my customized Batman figure. I snipped off pieces of the piece to make the cowl better. But look how, like, he's like, this is how tall he is compared to the vehicle. The vehicle's like double his height. And it's, yeah, it's just a little bit too big. Which is a shame because, like, the details that are on it are fucking brilliant. I don't think he has... Maybe if you ask nicely, they'll add the Batwing to Star Citizen. DC Comics and Cloud Imperium Games. Put the Batwing in Star Citizen. Now! Because I said so. I'm in charge. I'm the man, you know? Like, I'm the man. Speaking of which, if you've been enjoying the stream for the last 2 hours and 13 minutes, and you want to support me and keep my content going so my parents don't disown me, become a patron. I'm going to have a bite of my Subway sandwich. Next. Oh, by the way, Batmobile, it's still like an A tier. Very good set. Next up, the display cowl. It's fine. B tier. Not very remarkable. Shit, we're almost done. We only got a couple more sets to talk about, so let's make them special, eh? Thank you all, by the way, for joining the stream. This has been really fun. Next. The Batman 2022 set. I have that Batcave. It's a pretty good set. It looks really good on display. It's definitely more of a display heavy set, a play set. And I really like that. The figures are pretty good for the most part, apart from Riddler having this hairpiece. You just take it off and he looks great. If I remember where the figure is. He's somewhere on my desk. He's hiding. There he is. There we go. Like, when you take the mask off of him, he looks... Or the hair off of him, he looks pretty good. So, overall, yeah. This set's pretty good. This is genuinely entertaining, and I don't even do Lego stuff. Nice job. Thank you. There's a few things I really like about this set. I like all these screens, like the details. They're fun. The best part is, so... It's actually not actually here in the pic. Oh, yeah, there it is. So... Here, they've got these little tiles that are covered in question marks, but they also have this, like, very faint blue on them. And if you... Over here, there's a magnifying glass with a red lens, and if you put the tile underneath, there's hidden writing that's written in that blue of, like, Riddler's... a picture of Riddler, like a bunch of question marks, riddles, all that stuff. It's a really, really cool detail. Let me see if I can actually grab it and show you. Let me see back here. Wait. Maybe I'll actually be able to show off my, my, like, microscopic camera that can so like here you've got the lens, you got the lens right there, and then if you put it, wait, I don't know how well that'll show up, if I can even aim the camera. No, I gotta change the camera focus. Here we go. I think it's this way. Let's see. Let me get it. Yeah, there we go. My camera has really good, like, small focus. So here you've got the tile, right? And then as you can see on the, like, light blue, there's the question mark. You can kind of tell what it is, but it is still really cool that when you put it under, you can see it better. That is color theory in a Lego set, which is so neat. I love shit like that. I live for that. So that's pretty awesome. Now I am gonna drop those pieces and never find them again. Let me put them back where they belong. Okay. So yeah, awesome detail. Probably my favorite part of the set. I also really like the use of the clear heads for the lamps. The motorbike in this build is really good. And I like the tool wall because Batman's a gearhead in this movie. But moving on, overall, I'd say it's an A-tier set. Next is the 1960s Batmobile set. Yeah, it's good. I don't know if it's good. Yeah, it's good. Compared to the one in the Batcave set, I think that it's worse. Like, it's a little bit larger, but I think that it's to its detriment because the Batcave set has so much more to love. So I would just rather have that one. But it's still an A tier. It's fucking brilliant. Up next, we got, I think, another 4+ set. Yeah. Little Bat Bike Harley Quinn set. It's fine. Nothing to write home about. C tier. I thought doing color theory in school was pointless. Yeah, like, color theory can be in everything. And I mean, Lego just understanding that if you put something through a red lens, it'll make certain colors darker. It's such a clever little secret. And I was really blown away by that when I first built the set. I was like, wow, that's so cool. Up next, we got the 60s cowl. Again, it's fine. I'm going to put it in B tier with the other one. Not anything special. Up next, we got another tumbler. This one's a minifigure scale one, I believe. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't like the tumbler, I think the minifigure for Scarecrow is awesome. And I like that they added the Fear Batman mask, even though you can't put it on the figure because his eyes get covered. I don't know what they were thinking, but man, it's fine. Storm the Blank, you've literally shown up like right at the end of the stream, but yo, glad to see you too. Do you know what? Since I'm a cheeky bastard, one more time before the stream ends, we're going to drop the Patreon link in there. Please consider supporting me. I work very hard, more than you guys see. And I just want to do better, and I want to be able to do this more often. But I've got a lot of money woes right now, and I'm trying to sort them out. But to wrap this up, these last few ones, this Tumblr, it's pretty good, but it's like B tier. It's not for me, you know. 2 more. Next one is the Ultimate Creator Tumblr. Do I have to say anything? Is that the same set twice? Have I already talked about that set? Let me check. Have I already talked about this set? I'm silly. Am I silly? Are those the same? Wait. No! They're not the same. They are so similar, though. Okay. They are, like, almost identical. The back tires are bigger. Wow. I'll tell you what, though. Looking at this, imagine being the sucker that bought this in, like, 2018, and then just recently they release it again, but slightly better, but it's almost identical. That would piss me off. That pissed me off so much. Just for that, that's going in C tier. That would bug me. That would bug me. And finally, to wrap it up, we've got the one and only promotional set in the list, which is this set. It's the 80-year celebration diorama, and it's a really, really good set. I really like it. It captures Gotham in a cool way. I don't know if it's just the picture, but his eyes look like the same color as his skin, but I don't think that's true. It's just a cool little set. It reminds me of the Lego Batman video game. But overall, you know what? I'm going to throw that in the final S tier. And that is that. Huh. Guys, it has been 2 hours and 22 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me on this arduous journey, this completely frivolous journey, this pointless journey of ranking every Batman-related Lego set. Please, once again, consider commissioning me for animations. If you like my animations, you should commission me. My rates are very cheap compared to most animators. If you can't do that, become a patron, or if you go on my Twitter, you can actually just send me money through Cash App. I'm going through a lot of money problems right now, some things that I can't talk about. But I really have enjoyed this, and you've all made this very fun, and I want to do more streams like this. I think in future, I want to do a stream where I rank every single DC minifigure, which will be long and painful and so fun. So thank you all again. Consider joining my Patreon. That's patreon.com/mycopath. Pretty soon, if I get more patrons, I will do patron-only live streams where I work on stream. Thank you so much. I love you all. And before we go, I'm going to show my background one more time.